Hello guys, welcome back to my channel Tech Talk with AJ. I hope you guys are doing well and staying safe. So today we'll be talking about the Realme 8 Pro. I bought this smartphone last week and I have used it for a couple of days. So let's find out if this smartphone really justifies its price. Let's begin. So first, let's begin with the unboxing and see what we get inside this box. So this is the Realme 8 Pro box, and you can see the Realme branding across, and behind all the specification of the smartphone are mentioned. On the top we have the Realme logo. Let's go ahead and unbox this. So once you open the box, we have all the documentation along with a complimentary case inside the box. The quality of the case is pretty good. Other than this, we have the smartphone, and we have the Type-C charging cable as well. I'm not sure how long is the cable. I must say that the cable is pretty short, and other than this, we have the super fast Dart charger. That's the 65-watt charger inside the box. It's good to see that we get a charger inside the box nowadays. And here's the smartphone. Dare to Leap branding. Let's remove this plastic, and here's the smartphone. Coming to the smartphone, it's pretty light in weight. It's just 178 grams. On the front, you have the 6.4-inch Full HD Super AMOLED display. I must say that the colors are vibrant and the brightness is pretty high. The only disappointing thing here is the refresh rate. It has only 60 Hz of refresh rate, and at this price point, we can at least expect 90 Hz. Another good point of this display is that it has an in-display fingerprint scanner, which is pretty responsive. On the right side of the smartphone, you have the power button along with the volume rockers. On the bottom, we have a single speaker setup along with a Type-C charging port, microphone, and the 3.5mm jack. On the left side, we have the SIM card tray, which holds 2 nano SIM cards and 1 micro SD card. And on the top, we have the second noise cancellation microphone. On the back, we have the matte finish along with the quad camera setup. The primary camera is the 108 megapixel Samsung HM2 sensor. Along with this, we have the ultra-wide 8 megapixel sensor, and let's just skip the two 2 megapixel cameras. I really don't know why companies include these cameras into the smartphone. Maybe they can invest this money into some other features of the smartphone. I would say that the quad camera setup on the rear is not that appealing. Again, that's a personal preference. On the front, we have the 16 megapixel in-display selfie camera. Here are some of the camera samples that I have taken with this smartphone. And the main thing that I'm still getting used to in this smartphone is the Dare to Leap branding. I really don't like such huge brandings on any smartphone. I wish Realme would have kept it plain and simple. Again, that's a personal preference. When it comes to the battery, this has a 4500 mAh battery, which will last you easily a day with normal usage. In the box, you get the 65-watt super fast Dart charger, but the phone supports only 50 watts, and that's more than enough. In my charging test, the phone charged from 10% to 60% in 18 minutes and 10% to 100% in 42 minutes. Now that's pretty quick. The processor used in this smartphone is the Snapdragon 720G. The processor is tried and tested and you will face no issues with the performance of the smartphone. As I've used this phone for a few days, I have listed down all the pros and cons of this smartphone. The first pro I would consider is the weight. The smartphone is pretty light in weight, just weighing at 178 grams. Other than this, you have the ultra fast charging, the in-display fingerprint sensor which is pretty responsive, and the display itself. The colors are vibrant and the brightness is pretty high. Other than this, the camera is great as well, considering the price point. I like the call quality of the smartphone. The earpiece are pretty loud and the vocals are clear. Also, I like the user interface of the smartphone. It has no bloatware and it comes with Android 11 out of the box with Realme UI 2. Now let's begin with the cons. The biggest con I would consider is the refresh rate. I would at least expect 90 Hz of refresh rate at this price point. Next is the loudspeaker. This has a single loudspeaker setup and the quality of the speaker, it's just okay. Do consider that the competition is providing 2 speakers. Also, the back of the smartphone is made up of plastic. I would really appreciate if Realme could provide glass back. So here's my final verdict. The Realme 8 Pro is priced at Rs 17,999. And at this price point, I would say that the competition is providing more features like the latest processor, higher refresh rate, and the glass back. But if you're looking for a smartphone with a great camera, features like ultra fast charging, in-display fingerprint scanner, and a fantastic user interface without bloatware, I would highly recommend this smartphone. So thanks again for watching this video. I hope you guys like this video and don't forget to like, subscribe and share if you like this video. See you guys soon.